Hello everybody, this is Donna Gray, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. Thought I would pop on today and do a new video using a beautiful stamp set called Falling Flowers. Yes, beautiful stamp set, brand new out of the Occasions catalogue, available from Stampin' Up on the 3rd of January. Now if you're new to Stampin' Up, we have a celebration going on that's going to start on the 3rd of January in 2018, and it's called our Occasions Catalogue and our Celebration Time. So for celebration, what actually happens is for every $90 that you spend in Australia, you get a free item out of this celebration catalogue. Now if you wanted me to send you a celebration catalogue, please don't hesitate to leave me an email. You'll have to email me at bejeweled01@gmail.com. I will pop that into the information link below this video when I'm finished. Please let me know and I'm happy to... Sorry, I lost you all there for a minute. I have no idea what happened. So as I was saying, if you would like a catalogue duo sent out to you and you live in Australia, please email me at bejeweled, spelt BEJEWELLED01@gmail.com. I will pop the link in the show more information below the video when this video is finished. Please make sure that you email me if you want that one sent out, as all the comments disappear. After I've been live, the comments all disappear that you comment. Please, if you're on today and you're watching, please feel free to comment, say hello, ask me questions, anything you would like to know. I'm happy to answer at any stage. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from, and feel free to share and like my video. So what I'm going to do... Sorry, is anyone seeing me there? I don't know what's going on with my internet at the moment. It keeps saying that it's reconnecting. Can you please just comment and let me know if I'm live and if you can see me. Just say hello if you're watching and where you're from, just so I can check out and see, because it's playing up at the moment. So please message me. If I go offline again, please message me. So I was just explaining that our red rubber stamps have a lovely sponge background behind our stamp. Now you don't need to use a stamping mat for these because they have the sponginess. If you're using our photopolymer stamps, hi Patty, how you going? Yes, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I'm hoping that the internet must be playing up. I'm hoping that I stay on now. But please let me know. I've got my laptop beside me, so I'm trying to see. Every now and then I look up at my phone and it says it's gone offline, but hopefully I'm going to stay. Am I clear, or am I really not clear at all? Am I really blurry, or is it all okay? Just give me the heads up and let me know whether it's all good. Okay, so I'm going to keep moving on anyway. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so I'm going to use my black Memento ink, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up. Very clear? Okay, that's great. It's nice to know, Patty. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so I'm going to ink up my stamp, and I'm going to do a leaf up that way. Just let me know if I drop out again, because I don't know until it comes up on my screen, but hopefully it's going to be okay now. Okay, I'm going to pop a leaf up that way. And a leaf down this way. I know you're all probably thinking, let's get on to the colouring. Now I'm going to use my happy birthday sentiment from this beautiful day stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment down in the bottom right hand corner. Thank you for watching, Patty, and thank you for commenting and letting me know. Okay. Okay, so there's our beautiful sentiment. Now, with my Memento ink, I'm going to stamp some flowers now for colouring. Okay, I'm going to stamp one larger flower here. Okay, I'm going to stamp another one here. Hopefully that's going to fit. Yep. And I'm going to stamp this beautiful little tiny flower just in here. And I'm going to stamp another one over this side here, just to fill up that gap. Yep, I think that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the lid on my ink now and pop them all out of the way, and we'll get into the fun colouring part. Okay, so if you've just joined me, I've stamped with my Memento black ink. Thank you, Patty, for your kind words. I love doing videos and I love sharing what I do. It's awesome. No better way to spend your time than crafting. Okay, so now I'm going to start colouring with my ink. So in our blends, we have, you can buy them individually or you can buy them in a duo pack. I have purchased just a few of the blends in a duo pack. Depending on really how you want to go, whether you want to get the whole set. The whole set in Australia is $209 and I think 50 cents to purchase the whole set. This is 5 combinations of colours here, and I think I have about another 7 to go. So what I'm doing is slowly each time I order, I'm ordering another duo pack. So, but I actually have an online card class, and in my online card class, this is the blends that I've included in my online card class, and you get 5 varieties. I've chosen a variety of colours so that when it comes to colouring anything, like here I am colouring flowers, and out of my Santa Paws online card class, I have the pens that I can still turn around and colour my flowers as well. So I tried to make a great selection, and then, as I said, gradually, slowly you can build one on one to get all the colors. So I think what I might do is I might do the large flower here. I'm going to use our light, this is our cherry cobbler. Now our blends have a large end, which is a brush end, and a fine tip, which is a pen end. So depending on what you're doing is which end you use. So the large end I use for doing larger areas. The small end I use for doing more close, tiny, small areas. Okay, so I'm going to use the large and I'm going to use the light. So you get light and dark in the duos. So I'm actually just going to colour my whole flower in the light. Now, the thing is, don't be scared to put a lot of colour down. It does all blend out in the end. So the beautiful thing about these blends is you do not see brush marks anywhere. When they dry, honestly, you cannot see where you have coloured and where your stroke marks are. It just blends out smoothly and beautifully. So what I'm doing is I'm colouring my whole flower with my light cherry cobbler. Okay, so as you can see, coloured very quickly. Now I'm going to bring in my light Old Olive, and I'm going to use my brush end once again, and make sure when you click your lids on that you click them on and you hear them click, because you really need to seal them tight. Because they're alcohol blends, they will dry out quickly if you don't put your lid on. It's no different to a marking pen. When you don't put the lid on properly, they dry out. Okay, now you can do colouring. Honestly, this is about the 4th time I've coloured anything. As from school days, this is about the 1st time I've used blends. So if you think that blends aren't for you, that you're no good at colouring, believe you me, it is easy, and these blends do all the hard work for you. That's the beauty of Stampin' Up products. They make the company makes such a beautiful quality product that it really, really does the job for you. Okay, so all I'm doing so far is just putting a light coverage of the colours that I want to use. Okay, now with my smaller flower, I think I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight, the light colour of Daffodil Delight. So if this is the first time you've jumped on and watched me, please feel free to, if you're watching, to comment and say hello and let me know where you're watching from. I'm always happy to answer questions as I do my live videos. If you have a question about how to use something, please feel free to drop a comment into the chat, and I'm happy comment along with you and answer any questions you may have. Now, as you can see, quick and easy, and this is coming together quite nicely. I'm going to do this flower in our Bermuda Bay, just so that you can see. This is the light Bermuda Bay, just so you can just see a difference in the colours that we have available and how yummy these blends can look. Okay. Now, as far as the middle of our flowers, I'm just going to use my dark crumb cake for the middle. Okay. So as you can see, coming together very nicely already. Now I'm just going to go back through with our darker markers, and I'm just going to add a little bit of depth and a little bit of dimension into my colouring. Now, honestly, this is just to add a little bit of dimension to what you have coloured, to make it not look like a full-on block colour. Now these, honestly, the brush tip end of these markers is very soft. You don't need to press hard at all. Now I'm going to go back through. I've put some dark Old Olive in there. Now I'm just going to go through and blend with my light all the way over. And you can see it just blends out the edges of those lines and gives the whole thing colour. Honestly, everybody uses them different. Some people put the dark in first and then go back through with the light. Some people put the light in first and go back through with the dark. I found that I do the light first for coverage and then go back through with my dark for the detail. Now, as you can see, I've gone outside the lines here a little bit. That's where our colour lifter comes in handy. And what we do is we just colour over that part. I'll use the brush end. Colour over that part. And look at that. Straight away, it disappears. So there's no more worrying about whether you've gone outside the lines. This beautiful colour lifter fixes anything that you do. So how awesome is that? What are you thinking, anybody? What are you thinking about being able to actually correct what we've done? Now I'm actually going to go back through. Please comment, let me know what you're thinking about that corrector pen, because honestly I was blown away when I used it. I was like, oh yeah, sure, it's going to make it disappear. Honestly, it definitely makes it disappear. Okay, so now I'm going to go through with my flower here. This is where you're going to see a fair bit of dimension happening and shading happening. So I'm just going to go around just all the edges of the petals, just to create a bit more of a 3D type of look. And as you can see, I'm not honestly taking that much time in being precise. Okay, so it's just adding some depth to our flower. Okay, and now I'm just going to pop some, go along that one there. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some nice streaky bits coming down through the petals. And you can keep blending and blending as much as you like to get the depth happening. Honestly, it's just a case of playing around a little bit with it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go back through with my light. I'm going to go right over the very top and blend it all in. Okay, so what the plan is with the light, we're blending all that shaded area in so that, and you go over your darker areas as well with your light pen, just so that it gives us a lovely variegated look. Okay, I'm going to go back onto my Daffodil Delight flowers and I'm going to add some dimension to them. Okay, so what's everyone thinking about the markers? Do you have markers? Patty, have you purchased any of our markers yet for yourself? Do you fancy yourself as a colorer? As I said, honestly, I don't do much colouring, but as you can see, this is giving us a beautiful, beautiful effect. Sorry, I can't see any comments, so I don't know whether you're commenting. They're not coming up on my laptop at the moment, so. And now I'll go back through with the lighter. Just blend a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm actually going to turn this into a really nice card that you can give somebody. So what I've got is some beautiful berry burst. I'll just pop them out of the way. Beautiful berry burst cardstock. Now my cardstock is cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches and folded in half. My basic black cardstock is cut at 5 1/2 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and I haven't, sorry, I did cut them wrong. This one, hey Jennifer, how you going? You got a few of the normal markers. These blends, honestly, I only have a few of the normal markers as well, but I can tell you these blends are absolutely beautiful to use. I haven't used many of my normal markers, and I did only buy a couple for the simple fact that I felt that there's a place for both markers in our crafting. I've only got my first set, but I'm working on getting a set order I put in. I'm also demonstrating, but this is my first time using the blend pens. I'm just learning. Sorry, Patty, I'm just reading your comment. First time, Patty, for me too, honestly. So we're all learning, so you're not alone in that. And I can tell you I have really enjoyed them. And as I said, this is all I own at the moment. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator and this is all I own. But my plan is I have a basic set here that gives me colours that are quite versatile to be able to do what I want to do. But then the idea would be each time I'm going to do an order, I just order another duo and I'll gradually get the colours. So I've only got 7 more duos to get. As I said, there's 5 duos here plus the colour lifter. But yeah, I've only got 7 more duos to go, and they're $15.50, I think, for the duo. So they're actually quite reasonable, and I think once you get a basic amount, then you can slowly add to them and end up having the collection. And I think I probably get in trouble for saying this, but definitely more versatile than our other markers. These I think are easy to use. They blend really well. Yes, they are alcohol ink, and you have to use Memento ink with them, not our archival ink. So you actually have to have the Memento Tuxedo Black ink to use with them. I did, when I did a class just recently, we were using the Blends markers, and I had, let me get this right, I had stamped with the Memento ink, but I didn't have the colours that I needed to do something. So I got our blender pens, which are these. They come in a pack of 3. So I grabbed one of our blender pens, and with my ink pad, used the blender pen with the Memento ink, and it worked really well. So there's the other option that if you don't have all the blends, you can use your blender pen with your ink pads. So in other words, only squish over, get some colour into your ink pad, use your blender pen in that, and there you go. You can, in the time being, when you don't have them, you can use them like that. I've been using Stampin' Up products pretty long. I own every one of the old blendabilities that Stampin' Up put out. These are much better in my opinion. Yes, I can't have an opinion about that, Patty, because I haven't owned the old blendabilities, but I know that people that have been around Stampin' Up for years say these ones are fantastic. So it's a simple case of Stampin' Up have taken something off the market and revamped it and came out with something bigger and better, because that's what being a fantastic crafting business is, by making the product better for the customers. Yes, definitely a great investment, I think. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer up my beautiful coloured piece. Now, as you can see, that has come through the other side. That is totally normal because they are alcohol markers. It is totally normal for it to come through onto the other side. So please don't panic when you see that. And you're layering it up on things anyway, so it's not as though anyone's going to see the back. If you are going to do something, you definitely need to know that you are going to have to cover the back. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up. Sorry, I'll go around the right way, onto my basic black. And I use Tombow for the simple fact that it gives me the wiggle room to be able to line up my layers perfectly, so hence why I use the Tombow. Honestly, it is people's personal choice what type of adhesive they like. I have a time where I like to use my snail adhesive. I also have a time where I like to use my fast fuse, but when I'm layering very fine, definite layers, I like to use my Tombow, so I get a lovely, lovely even border all the way around. So as you can see, such a beautiful, quick, happy birthday card using these Blends markers, which is just gorgeous. So anything that I have used in my video today, you can purchase through my online store, and I will pop my web address in the bottom of this in the show more information box, and it will take you straight through to my website. Now, once again, as I said at the beginning, if you live in Australia and you are wanting the occasions catalogue and the celebrations catalogue, if you email me at bejeweled, spelt BEJEWELLED01 at gmail.com, I will pop a duo of these catalogues in the post for you free of charge. As from the first week in December, I'm able to order them. So please email me so I can get your name and your address for me to send you out a catalogue. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for commenting. It was awesome to spend a bit of time crafting with you today. So until next time, happy crafting, and this is Donna Gray, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. Bye for now.